2022, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the football team and the Colts, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington football team and the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, a quarterback. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A first carry down for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Here is Campbell. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Let's go! Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Good work, yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
On first down, Fox. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. And Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Back to throw. Fox. That's caught by Myers. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
Hunt. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, right back to Hunt. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, let's go.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Oh, he breaks another. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now Gibson. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff for Gibson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And after his performance last week, everybody saw unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
They go play action here on 1st down. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try to run with Gibson. And he takes it in for a quick score.
Do that again, Bobby. Do it again.
Great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. The point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fox. Open man is Myers. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fox swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Fox got him in. It's Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about. But I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point up and through. And it's now 21-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Touchdown, Washington! Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson. A nice little juke. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A big play there for Indy. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's our time. It's our time. Check. 19.
He'll look to throw. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Come on, fellas. Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to my team.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll run. It's Gibson. And he's got some space here. And down to the 15. Well, 227 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. A carry for Gibson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Fox, quick slant to Brown. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Colts football and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. Second quarter here, he has only one catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude.
And this is caught right along the sideline. Good job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Connection on that one. 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Check 31, check 31.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Second half starts with a run by Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Let's go!
Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain. It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On third down, here's Gibson.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Second and 5. He's got Smith here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Goes right back to Smith again. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Gibson again. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. For 17 yards out. And the Colts take the opening kickoff in the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a squibber picked up. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Back to throw here. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point.
Well, a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing to start the drive. Fox. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And down he'll go at the 25.
You got it.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fox trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts team. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Throwing after the interception. Fox. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is the tight end, John Bates.
Come on now.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, Fox looking middle, and it's incomplete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. Third down here. Back to throw. Fox. It's caught by Hooper. Touchdown, Washington.
Get it!
Austin Hooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. Room past the 20. Room here to run.
Making it happen, Captain. Making it
deep in their own territory. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Gibson. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup there on the run.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
Oh, nice.
Back now in Indianapolis. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Gibson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Gibson again, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Touching it in from a yard away. And the Colts add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on second down, Fox. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Washington. Jacoby Myers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for Washington. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Again, looking for Pittman. A better result here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point safely through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. The extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. That time a 6-play drive. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the... Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Washington ready to try again on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Throwing on 1st down. Fox. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fox. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
McCann's kick up and good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the fourth. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll get this one to Pittman. He's been able to get it up past the 45.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Fox. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
the practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
It's a first down and more for Gibson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of...
I'm ready for more. You fired up on fire.